connected to iPhone.
Making a Thanksgiving target run. Who needs what?
Broth. I'm making my stuffing.
Oh, and tinfoil, I'm making yams.
I'm making my famous cranberry sauce.
So, a can of cranberry sauce?
Get everyday essentials priced right daily. Target run and done.
Army, what's up, yo? Yo, what up, Sketch? Oh, damn. Alright, I'm doing a dual stream right now, guys. I'm on Instagram and YouTube at the same time, yo. Yo, this beat right here is all that. Yo, my normal YouTube account got banned for 90 days. So if you guys do want to catch me on YouTube, I already changed the link in my Instagram bio. So you can go on that in the link in my bio and jump on my my YouTube with everybody else, yo. Gotta do. Army, why you up so early? I'm just trying to clean up a little bit, man. I got pink tubes everywhere. Got fucking dangerous ass, sharp ass knives everywhere. Man, I gotta get some of this shit out my way. Alright, this is the last time I'm gonna start this beat from the beginning, I promise. But this shit sounds so nice, yo. Yo, thanks, Army. That's what it is, bro. The bathroom? What you doing to it? You putting in a new sink, new countertops and shit like that, or are you doing the floor or the walls or what? Yo, that bathroom, that shit add a lot of value to the home, yo. The bathroom and the kitchen, you remodel them shits, man. You putting tens of thousands of dollars of value into that shit, yo. I really need to organize my brushes better. I need to organize everything better. I'm just a unorganized artist. Most artists are. But anyway, so I did take all the brushes that I had on my easel stand, and I just put them right here. These are my go-to brushes. I do use these brushes a lot, so I just figured I'll put them in a little cup together. because this is what I reach for most of the time. Alright, so got those cleaned up. There might be some colors on here I can use. This is probably the last time I'm going to use this page up here. I'll probably rip that off and throw that away today. I applied a hell of a lot more paint to this palette than I needed. So now I'm not sure what to do with this. I don't want to throw it away. So I might just set some of these colors to the side for a minute. New everything, new walls. Shit. I took the popcorn ceiling off, man. I scraped the ceiling. I put a new finish coat on the ceiling. I had a medicine cabinet. I took the medicine cabinet down. You know what I'm saying? I closed that shit up. I just put a nice vanity mirror there. I had one sink. I stripped that shit out. Now I got a double sink. And I got cabinets underneath the sink for storage. Since I took the medicine cabinet down and the towels, man, I just did the whole floor over. And instead of changing out the bathtub, I just called bath fitters, and they came in with the little insert that sets on top of the old tub and get that shit in there. Man, whole bathroom look brand new now. The whole bathroom look new. Yo, that big red tractor or the blue tractor? The blue tractor, I sold the blue tractor for $600, and the red tractor I gave to my aunt as a Christmas gift. I think the red tractor was a Christmas present. Yo, Mama Lean, what up? Oh yeah, the red tractor, that shit was good. And you just had the shower stall. I like those better anyway. I don't know, like baths are so outdated. Like some people take baths like if you have a jacuzzi tub or some shit, but most of the time motherfuckers don't even take baths. Everybody just takes showers now. Nobody don't want to sit down and wash all the dirt off you, and then you just sitting in dirty ass water. Like, I don't know. My aunt, man, one of my aunts, she has a big ass fucking house. It's a mansion, you know. It's basically like $1 million house, and she has a 15-man shower. Like, yo, that shit is fucking huge. There's like, the mosaic tiles in there. And I swear, yo, her shower is probably like half the size of my studio. Like, no lie, you can get like 15 people in there. Got 2 benches on the wall. They got shower heads that come from both angles, and shower heads that come out the fucking wall. Yo, that shit is fucking crazy huge, yo. Like crazy. That's the biggest shower I've ever used before. Of course, I had to use a shower. Like, yo, I need to take a shower in that just to see what that feels like. You know, I can actually run from one side of the shower and run to the other side. The bathtub for kids. I never thought about that. Yeah, kids always need that tub, yo. Kids. Yeah. Never thought about that. Damn. Yo, revitalizing youth. What's up, Tina? What up, everybody? Yo, my normal YouTube channel got shut down for copyright infringements or some dumbass shit because, yeah, I'm in here bootlegging T-Pain's new album or some bullshit. It's so fucking ridiculous. They shut my channel down for copyrights. It's like, okay, I listen to music in the background. That's not the focal point of my show. You know, my art is the focal point of the show. Anyway, my old channel is shut down. I am on YouTube live right now. I started up a new channel. If you go to the link in my Instagram bio, if I'm not mistaken, the new YouTube channel link is there. My old YouTube channel will be back up in, I think they said 90 days. So I'm still gonna continue to use that channel because that channel is almost at 1,000 subscribers. So I'm anxious to hurry up and get back to it. But in the meantime, in between time, I will be streaming off of this new channel. It looks better. I've asked several people. Yeah, yes. If you got a few minutes now, just go to the link and click on the YouTube. My I think it's my website link in my Instagram bio. And if you just click on that link, it'll take you right here. It just looks a lot better. It's a bigger screen. The camera is better. The sound quality and everything is a little bit better on here. So I always try to invite people to come to the to my YouTube channel. If you have a few minutes to view some art and hang with me for a little while. But so I've been up since like 5. Been at the gym since like 6. I've been here since 8 something, in and out the shower, and I tried to set up a Facebook store. I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I'll put that on the hold for a minute. And so I'll probably just stream for a couple hours or so and try to get that doing laps in the shower. Yo, and I don't do a lot of pop art, but I don't know, Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead, like The Walking Dead is still currently going, and that's right now, that's my favorite show. It's the only thing I really ever watch. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on AMC, that's my shit. But before that, Breaking Bad, like I watched every episode of that shit. Yo, that was my fucking shit, and it was so hard. Like I was like, I want to paint it, but I don't want to do pop art. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna paint somebody anyway. And then it came down between Heisenberg and fucking Pinkman. This one is unnamed right now. Yeah, so I finally wound up painting Jesse Pinkman, and then it came down, when it came to The Walking Dead, it was like, am I gonna paint Carl or Michonne? And then it came down, I was like, fuck it, Michonne has a sword. Let me paint Michonne. And then they killed Carl. Oh man, on the last mid-season finale, man, they killed fucking Carl. It was so sad. So this is a picture I took myself underneath a bridge locally that has some really dope ass graffiti on it. And it's kind of untitled right now, but I definitely will try to get a title to it. You ever get tired of the ooh ah? That shit never gets old, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That shit never gets old. That shit is like it's kind of like pussy. Do you ever get tired of pussy? Nah. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. No, it's not. Oohs and ahs is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I do that shit myself, like, and that's how I know like a piece is really good. When I'm done, I look at that shit. We're like, yo, that shit hot. Like, yeah. But nah, that shit it never gets old. It never gets old. I just have to maintain my composure a little bit better. Like, oh my God, Travis, your stuff is. I'm like, thanks, man. I really appreciate the compliments. It was, appreciate that. Oh man. All right, guys. There's just me and you, Army. You know what I'm saying? For right now, for the time being, this is us. My man said he got some motherfucking power tools and shit this morning. But where's my? I know I had my junk. Okay, here is one component. Oh, there we go. Take go the rest of that jump. Alright guys, I'm about to turn this Instagram off because nobody's paying attention. Except my homie, Revitalizing Youth, out of the big Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Major supporter, advocate for the arts. No. Shit, motherfuckers like good shit, yo. You can never be an ass kisser just because you like good shit. Fuck that. Never be an ass kisser because you like good shit. That's like my favorite artist, Fahamu Peku. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like a super fanboy, but I'd be like, fuck that. I like what I like, and his stuff is the shit, and he can post anything like, I just brought some new brushes. I'd be like, oh wow, that's so fucking awesome. What kind of brushes did you buy? You know what I'm saying? He made this one post like, still pushing it 2018, just signed some new contracts. Watch out for me. I'm like, love this, I love this. I can't wait to see your work. Oh my god. I go overboard with the artists that I like. I go overboard with that shit. Like there's one artist, her name is where her website and stuff is Nikki Lavi Art. And like I posted one picture and she made a comment. She was like, "Oh, Prince, that's pretty dope." I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just complimented on my art." I'm so happy. She was like, no. I like a lot of your stuff. I'm like, this is fucking great, son. This motherfucker is crazy. James Lumber. No. I have to look him up. What the fuck is wrong with these animals? James Lumber. Somebody has a painting he did of a hockey player. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out some of his stuff.
Connected to iPhone.
Paying ghosts. I have to check that out.
Crohn's disease.
You're more than just a bathroom disease.
You're a life of unpredictable symptoms.
Crohn's. You've tried to own us.
But now it's our turn to take control.
Education, big homies. I try. I try not to push it in every piece, but for the most part, just if you look close, man, that shit make you think. I try to make people think, man. Sometimes I don't want nobody to think. I just like painting shit that's pretty, just so you can say, ooh, that's pretty. But then I want you to, most of the time I want you to be like, ooh, ooh. Wait, what the fuck is, that shit say 9/11 was an inside job. Yo, I remember one of my homies was talking to me about that 9/11 stuff. I always thought like it was Bin Laden and the terrorists, but he was telling me that it was some government conspiracy, and this dude, Travis, got some shit like 9/11 was an inside job in his painting. I may have to look into that shit. And that's what I want my art to do. I want that shit to be pretty, but I want that shit to pull you into that shit and make you think about something. just think about what you're looking at right now. Do you see it? You must be not really looking, because if you're looking, you'll see what the hell I'm trying to tell you. And most people see it. Some people don't see it, but some people will never see it. And most of the time people will see it and they're like, it's pretty creative. And I'd be like, it ain't shit. And that's the thing. If you don't believe the whole conspiracy part about 9/11, you can see that we live in a post 9/11 society. Like, that shit really changed our lives on a large scale of how we do business, how we interact, our communications, surveillance, the TSA, Homeland Security and Defense, FEMA. Like, there's so many different things that have affected each individual citizen of this nation because of the events that took place on September 11th, 2001. And the more and more you look into that shit, it's so hard to believe the official story. It just is. It just is. I mean, NORAD and everybody was so confused whether this was a training simulation or if this was an actual live event. Get the fuck out of here. You telling me a 19 terrorists had enough capabilities just to confuse our whole Air Force? Okay, yeah, and fuck the towers, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the towers collapsed. But what about the Pentagon? What about this hole that was in the side of the Pentagon? The initial impact hole in the side of the building was only 16 feet across. A 16-foot hole in the side of the Pentagon. Yeah, we got pictures of that shit. Motherfuckers took pictures in footage of a hole that was 16 feet across. And they say a plane did that. A plane hit the Pentagon. No fucking plane. What kind of fucking plane gonna crash into the side of a building and then leave a hole that's only 16 feet across? When you look at the devastation of the towers, one plane hit each building. A plane hit this building, Tower 1. A plane hit Tower 2. That shit brought the whole fucking buildings down within an hour. But you say the same type of plane hit the Pentagon and the initial damage was only a hole that was approximately 16 feet across, and the building structure still withstood the impact damage for an hour or so before the roof collapsed. And then even when the roof caved in a damaged area, it was still only 40 something feet wide, where Boeing 747 is 60 something feet from wingtip to wingtip. And when you look at the lawn of the Pentagon from that morning, there is no engine, there is no fuselage, there are no wings or seats or luggage or bodies. But they say a plane hit the Pentagon that morning. And then the Pentagon releases 6 frames of video footage that still doesn't show the impact of a plane, and the date was wrong. It happened on September the 11th. The date on the video from what the Pentagon gave us said September the 12th. I can't get behind that whole 9/11 shit, man. Yeah, with an open book, you know? It's like, what the fuck, man? And that's fucked up. And so, like, shit like that is, I feel like, I don't know. I want to incorporate knowledge like this somehow into my art. 9/11 was one of the first things I wanted to really incorporate. And now there's just a bunch of other information that I continue to learn over the years that I feel like a picture's worth 1,000 words. Maybe I don't have to sit here and talk to someone for 3 hours about this important subject. If I can capture it just enough in one little image, and then maybe more people will be able to understand it. I know I'm getting hungry already. Damn, I ain't even been in here for an hour yet. I'm already ready to eat. Yeah. Yeah, that fucking, what was that documentary? In Plain Sight? You can say the damage to that area. You can see right inside the building there's a wooden stool with a book. With the book sitting there, unburnt. Yeah, man. That shit was crazy though. And ever since then, like I was just on my research beginnings when that shit happened. I was 19 when 9/11 happened. I was 19 years old. I was 2 weeks from getting sworn in into the army, yo, no lie. Army. Yo, I was going to the army, bro. I was 19 in Philadelphia. I was like, fuck selling drugs. I'm tired of hanging around with these fucking knuckleheads on the streets all day. Nobody's doing anything with their lives. I can't really relate to a lot of these dudes. But I was too poor to go to school. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just see if Uncle Sam would pay for me to get some degrees and shit. If I become a GI for 4 years and give up my fucking soul for 4 years, and maybe I can, further my education. So I went through the whole little registration, got the recruiter and everything, went for an interview, and then went for a physical, and then went for the ASVAB and passed that with like flying colors. They were really impressed by my score and told me all this really good shit. Logistics, communications, intelligence. You can do all kind of stuff you probably never see combat. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna come get you. We're gonna go to Jersey and get sworn in. I'm like, that's fucking awesome, bro. And then 9/11. I'm watching that shit on the news. Oh shit, bruh, I'm not going to the army. Oh shit, they did what? Oh hell no. Oh my god, those buildings just, whoo, not going to the army now. I know that's right. Fuck that, yo. My recruiter kept calling. Yo, this motherfucker called me for a month. Never answered them calls, yo. Hello, Travis. This is James. Just trying to get in contact with you. You missed your appointment to get sworn in, but that's not don't worry. People get cold feet sometimes. We can just reschedule it, and just call me back, man. Really want to get you in there, man, so we can get you in the boot camp. Think we about to go to war. Is you crazy? We just came out like 2 years of peacetime where shit wasn't that bad. That's what really had my mind going like, this shit's gravy. This shit gravy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Clinton just got his dick sucked, man. Clinton just want to smoke weed and play saxophone, get some fellatio. Man, the motherfucking, we got a balanced budget and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I might go to the army, fuck it. Just go to the army, get me some degrees and shit. It's cool. Nah. Operation Freedom Iraq. No. Oh, hey, bruh, I seen that as soon as, that was my first thought. And it's amazing how I caught that shit, yo. The morning of 9/11, yo. Like I said, I was in Philly, just living in the hood. And so my homies live literally around the corner from me. I walk to the end of my block, I walk up the block. My homie lived right there. In the morning, this is what I do around this time. What time did 9/11 happen? That shit was like 9 something in the morning, right? No lie, y'all see I'm up early. I've always been an early person, so I'm up like 8 something in the morning. I'm at my crib. I done roll one, but I'm bored. I'm like, let me go smoke this with my homies. Walk out the door, just walk down the street. Walk up the street. Go to my homie's house. Got a doobie roll. Knock, 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 knock. Nobody answers the door. Knock, 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 knock. Nobody still answered the door. I'm like, yo, I know these dudes is up. What the fuck is going on? I let myself in the house. The door is unlocked. I just walk in. I'm like, yo, what's good? That's Trap. Yo, we in the back. All right. I walk to the back of the house. Like 4 motherfuckers looking at the TV like this. I come in there like, yo, y'all want to smoke? Like, yeah, we good. What's up? And then, no lie, yo, swear to God on everything I love, that second plane hits the building like, and I see that shit and I'm like, yo, what movie this is, yo? This shit look crazy. My man was like, yo, this is the news. What? The news? What do you mean? I'm like, bro, this shit happening right now in New York. I'm like, you lying. Oh, right then and there, like, soon as that shit registered that this was a real event, like this is not some made up shit, this is live news, that shit just clicked to me like, oh, I'm not going to the army, fuck that. that was it. Like, it ain't take me a day or nothing. Like nothing. That just instantly like, oh, I'm not about to do this shit, yo. Fuck that. That shit crazy. Yeah, Israel, man, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole shit was just a farce, a goddamn false flag attack to just get us over there to destabilize the Middle East so we can fucking suck the last little bit of fucking oil deposits and reserve they got over there before they change their fucking currency over, because everybody knows that the dollar is fading. Nobody wants to buy our fucking debt anymore. No one wants to trade in our fiat currency and our Federal Reserve notes, and motherfuckers want something of value. Saddam wanted something of value. Motherfucking Gaddafi wanted something of value. What's my other man who actually died peacefully? Fidel. You know what I'm saying? He wanted something of value. Like, America just fuck with people who don't want to give them they shit. Oh, we got resources, but give us something for it. Oh, we'll give you some American dollars. A dollar? What the fuck is that? It's our money. It's printed on paper, and we put ink on it, and it has a picture of this dead slave owner. You see? And it's money. Get that shit out of there. I can make paper. We got paper. I can put some ink on it and put my own picture on that shit. So what? Give me something for my oil. I want some gold. Give me some gold. You got gold? Oh, we got some gold, right, in reserves, but we don't spend our gold on oil. We gonna give you this paper money, and you gonna give us your oil, or we gonna bomb the shit out of you. Oh, fuck it. You know what? Bomb me then. Matter of fact, I go burn my own oil fields. I'll burn that shit up first before I let y'all motherfuckers take it. That you won, I'm telling you, yo, and this is why America had to hurry up and get into the Middle East, because they know the transition is coming. They know this shit is coming, and they even stated, what was Geithner, Tim Geithner even said, like, yo, this will be a generational war. How do you know this shit gonna last 20 years? A generation is 20 years. How was he already predicting that shit during the first incursion? Oh, this is going to be a generational war. Huh? Who told you that? Oh, we're thinking about making military training mandatory for all citizens ages 18 to 25. You would have to take, between the ages of 18 and 25, you would have to take anywhere from 3 to 6 months of military training. Huh? What? Huh? Oh yeah, motherfuckers. Oh, then they put out that PDD 51. Let's not forget the Patriot Act. You know, and this Like, oh, wow. Motherfuckers said, oh, we can never miss a chance to turn a disaster into a great event for us. Huh? You gonna turn this disaster into something positive for you? What? Oh, money, oil, destabilizing other nations. Okay, with the help of the UN. All right, and you're still gonna send Israel how many billions of dollars each year? Exactly. Yeah, the World War One, World War Two, Vietnam War. This Iraq shit is fucking crazy, yo. Yeah, because they've bombed everything south of them. I mean, Palestine, Yemen, Syria, everybody's fucking refugees now. And what's the close? They're not gonna cross the motherfucking Mediterranean. Motherfuckers just gonna go up into Europe. Motherfuckers are just moving. They're migrating north because everything is fucking bombed to fucking shit now. And now the European nations are like, oh, but we don't want these immigrants coming here, fucking up our population. It's like, well, tell the UN to stop bombing these motherfuckers. Tell America to stop bombing their fucking countries, and they can have a home to stay in. They won't have to come to your fucking home. Well, that's true. That is true as economic immigration. Yeah. Yeah, what they call those, they're expats. You're not an immigrant. I'm just an expat. Huh? And no religion is horrible. I'll disagree with you on that. Christianity is just as bad, man. These all religions are crazy. So in the Christian Bible, they say, "Oh, Lot, we know you got some angels in your house. We seen the angels come in the house. Give us the angels right now, cause we want to have sex with them. We gonna fuck the shit out of these angels." And Lot was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Look, good people of Sodom, don't fuck the angels. You gonna make God mad. Look, I got 2 daughters. They virgins. They never been touched by nobody. Y'all fuck my daughters instead. Have them. But don't fuck the angels." But that's the shit the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? The Bible also says, slave, be true to your master. You know, if he is a good master or if he is a bad master, you still should be true and respect your master. God told motherfucking the one dude to go kill his son. Yo, if you really want to be my servant, go kill your son. Right now, go sacrifice him to me. And he was about to do it. He was like, and God was like, psych. I'm just playing. Psych, dude, I'm just playing. I just wanted to see if you was really going to do that shit. And you was about to do it, too. But the female oppression is in Christianity. The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Where is the woman at? Every man is born of a woman. Even Jesus. But the Christian Bible says that a woman should know her place and should not speak in the church. A woman cannot preach the word of God. A woman can't hold certain offices. The Bible says the exact same thing. Because if you look at the Torah, or what is known as the Old Testament, that was the true Hebrew Bible. It was a complete book. It was done. It was a complete compilation of supposedly historical writings and poems and all that shit. And then the Greeks and Romans came in with the New Testament, and they kind of revamped a lot of things, and they gave God a new covenant, and they didn't make God seem as bad as the old God. The old God in the Old Testament, he smite motherfuckers for any reason. I smite thee. I smite you. You ate from the tree of knowledge. Get the fuck out my garden. You know what I'm saying? The old God was evil, mean, vindictive motherfucker. But then the New Testament, you get Jesus, and you know, you got a new covenant, and now you can eat pork again. You can eat certain animals just as long as you bless them and different things like that. So I don't think it's the religion at all. You know what I'm saying? And female oppression, again, like, women in this country didn't get the right to vote until when, the 20s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a long time, and women in this country they still feel oppressed by the male dominated society, where even in 2018 women don't get paid the same as men because they have a vagina. You know, and it's like, and we still have yet to have a woman president to run this nation. So the oppression of women comes from every angle. Yeah, and during the Salem witch trials, women were burned at the fucking stake just for being accused of being a witch. Yeah, a lot of things don't happen in this country anymore, but a lot of things did happen, and it was just because a woman was a woman. You know, oh, she's a witch. She turned me into a newt. Into a newt? I got better. You know, and it's like, I don't know, it's so I don't really think it's just Islam. Yeah. We're bad and we change, you know what I'm saying? And everything changes, but different cultures, different societies, different people, different strokes for different folks. You can't push your ideologies and your viewpoint or your morals or your values on nobody else, because it took this country and it took European ideology, thousands of years to change too. And in this country, it's taken 1776 was the establishment of the United States of America, and for the past 300 something years, like, shit has still really been fucked up, where people are still learning how to be civil. You know, we say we live in a society, but we're still learning. Like, we went from barbarism to decadence and never really figured out how to be civil. You know what I'm saying? So always looking down at other people are trying to say, oh, that's the problem and they're the problem, and that's why it's not. It's just a different culture, a different way of life. The Islamic culture has been around for thousands of years, longer than any kind of Western ideology, and that's how they've lived and they've survived, and their traditions and their cultures have lasted for thousands of years, way before America was here. You know, so we can't tell these people, oh, you should change now, you should treat your women this way or that way, and not make them cover their whole faces. And that's how they've lived for thousands of years. So be it. You know, if their culture is going to change, it should not be because modern Western ideology deems it so that you have to have a democracy and you have to let your women get educated and drive vehicles and all this other. I just don't see that. I don't see where it's ever right to force anyone to change at all. Yeah. What causes terrorism, though? This is, once again, if you understand colonialization and the colonizing of other people's countries, and you understand globalization, and then you look at the military industrial complex, and you see that some people are going to fight against that. The Africans tried to fight against it, they fucking lost. The Australians tried to fight against it, they fucking lost. The Native Americans tried to fight against it, they fucking lost. It seems like the only reason that Westerners really hate the Middle East is because it's the one part of the world that has not actually been conquered by Europeans. Like, Europeans just cannot make these motherfuckers do what they want them to do, period, for a long time. And then now they're like terrorists and all this, and it's Islam, it's their religion, it's how they live, they're backwards, they're old. It's like you're mad because you just can't conquer these motherfuckers. You've conquered everybody else, and you've pushed everybody else into a Western style of living. Most countries in Africa speak Dutch and French and all this other stuff, and like the Islamic nations are like, fuck that. We're us. We're gonna always be us. We've been here since the fucking Bible days, and we're not gonna change our ways. And like, Western cultures really fucking can't figure that shit out, that they can't completely dominate and change this group of people. And then like, when it comes to terrorism, like, the US creates terrorists. When you go in and steal natural resources, and you try to control the way people live, it makes people upset. You know, it does. It really does make people upset. Shooting up bars and running people over is wrong, and building permanent military installations in other people's countries is wrong too, so you can have a better striking point for your missiles. Dropping Fat Man and Little Boy on Hiroshima and Nagasaki was wrong as well. Using Agent Green, Agent Orange, and all these other chemical weapons are wrong as fuck too. And there's a lot of things that the European military structure base does on a grand scale that people don't look at. But you look at individuals like, oh, this one Muslim dude ran over a crowd of people in New York. He hit like 27 people and he killed 3 people. Yeah, that's fucked up. But look at what our bombs do to entire countries. Look at Libya and Syria and all this shit now, and look how that shit looks after we completely decimated this. That's way more than just running somebody over with a car. We run motherfuckers over with tanks and bombs. And this is why I turn off my motherfucking notifications, because why do people do that? You're so fucking annoying with that shit, yo. I don't know why motherfuckers send the same fucking shit over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, send me 30 fucking notifications for the same shit. What's the topic? Anything. Me and my man Army were just talking about shit, because everything is relevant to everything else, and everything leads into the next conversation. We started off talking about my art and how I try to make my art conscious, and the simple fact that I imprinted little messages of 9/11 being an inside job into my art. It actually says it in several of my paintings. 9/11 was an inside job. We started talking about 9/11, and we started talking about terrorism and what causes terrorism, and religion, and globalization, colonization, and everything is everything. So it's not like it's just not one topic, but right now we're talking about terrorists. Who's really the bad guy? Are terrorists really bad people? Does America create terrorism? How do we get out of this? Is there a solution for this shit in this post 9/11 society that we live in, full of information gathering and secret surveillance? And we get motherfuckers like Edward Snowden, who has to run to Russia, and then if he does give a conference talk in America, it's just this little robot that he controls with a remote control from a different country, and the robot rolls around the screen. It has a picture of him on the front. He's like, yeah, this is me, Snowden. It's fucking funny as shit. Yeah, he just got blocked. But somebody said, do I support Trump? I don't support any president. I didn't support Obama. I didn't support Bush. I didn't support Clinton. I'm not gonna support Trump. You know, I do not see a real candidate. I would have supported Ron Paul. No lie. If Ron Paul would have got up in there, that was my vote. But the thing is, like you say, this paradigm shift, it's a constant game they play on this, bro. It's a constant game they play on this. Read 1984, how the thought police gather your information, how they change stories right in front of you and just make information just disappear down the little information tubes. You know what I'm saying? The Mujahideen was good, right? We support the Mujahideen against the Russians. But now the Mujahideen bad. You know what I'm saying? Bin Laden was good. We gave Bin Laden funding, money, and funded his ass, trained him. Oh, now Bin Laden is bad. You know what I'm saying? Saddam, we gave Saddam weapons, chemicals, nukes, because he was good. Oh, now Saddam is bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we supposed to hate all Islam because 9/11, look what it. Oh, now we can't talk about that. You know, because that's too cliche. And it's all this back and forth. And then look, do you get a Democrat president? Oh, the Democrats are fucking up. Do you get a Republican president? Oh, the Republicans are fucking up. Then you get a Democrat president. Oh, the Democrats are fucking up. Oh, now you got a Republican president. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. It's back and forth. It's tennis. Boop, 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 boop. Man, that shit just had you looking like this, where the motherfuckers pulling the strings, they sitting in the fucking ivory palace, sipping out a goddamn crystal chalice, popping some pills that gonna make their ass live for 500 years. 2 + 2 is 5. 2 + 2 is 4. No, it's not. 2 + 2 is 5. It's 5. The very last thing that motherfucker said, yo, 2 + 2 is 5. They even got to his ass. And he knew the truth. And that shit still broke his ass down, motherfucker. Still broke him all the way down where, yeah, 2 + 2 is 5. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's not terrific. It's good. It's double plus good. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit was, yo. And this is the society. We're living in a merger of 1984 and Brave New World, where you got this whole military overlay of information telling you what to believe, because they said that 19 hijackers stole 4 planes and crashed them into 3 buildings, and one of them crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. But then when you look at the crash site in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, there's not enough records there to be a fucking plane. When you look at the crash site at the Pentagon, there's not enough records to be a fucking plane. When you look at the towers, it's not enough force to bring those buildings down. But that's what they told us. It's double speak. It's doublethink. It's goddamn cognitive dissonance, holding a negative and positive idea in your mind at the same time. This country was founded by slave owners who wanted to be free. That's cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? And this whole scenario plays out on so many different levels, over and over and over and over and over and over. Where once you start waking up to this shit, man, it's so hard to dig your way out this fucking onion. Because once you think you figured the shit out, then there's just like another layer to that shit, and it's like, what the fuck, yo? Let's see. This is your New World Order 1984 smartphone. You try to do math on the calculator, what it says 2 + 2 = 5, because that's what it's supposed to be. And this is your smartphone. Your smartphone, it tells you the math for you. You know, from this, y'all don't have the NWO 1984 phone? Oh man, y'all missing out, man. It's that high tech shit, man. It got buttons and features. It got apps. You know what I'm saying? It even do it does addition for you. It does addition for you too, man. 2 + 2. Everybody know 2 + 2 = 5. Everybody know your smartphone make you smart. I'm smarter because I got my smartphone. 2 + 2. There go the answer right there. 5. Red versus blue pill, man. Y'all want to know what it look like in northeastern Pennsylvania? Oh shit! Welcome to Northeast PA, baby. All day. Now this is that dangerous. Yo, this shit on the ground right now is dangerous. That shit is real dangerous because it just look like snow, but it's not. It's not just snow. Early this morning, like from 3 to 6 o'clock this morning, it was sleet. It was frozen rain. I'm talking about these little teeny balls of frozen ice, yo. You just sleet everywhere. And that shit looks like snow, but it's not. That sleet, yo, that shit gets slippery as fuck, son. That shit is so crazy to drive through, right? And so now you got a fucking, like, 1.5 inches of sleet, and then 1 inch of fucking snow on top of that shit. Man, that sleet underneath that shit gonna turn to a straight sheet of fucking ice, bro. And then you got this snow on the top. And the motherfuckers think that shit just snow. You gonna drive through that shit or walk over that shit, man. Motherfucker gonna be slipping, sliding, busting their ass everywhere, bro. I'm telling you, I already telling you now. That shit crazy when they do that shit, yo. I be like, oh hell. Oh damn, that's crazy, yeah. Yeah, Australia. Man, y'all got some crazy ass gun laws down there, yo. Ever since that one mass shooting y'all had like in the 90s, had that crazy ass, that dude shot like 40 something people, or 50 something people. Ever since then, Australia was like, fuck those guns. Home Depot calls me. I gotta go get some supplies for my bathroom. I said, man, what you doing? The walls, the sink, the flow? He said, I'm doing everything. A whole new bathroom. I'm doing that and some. Damn. Hey man, that bathroom and that kitchen, well, that shit adds so much value to the home. Oh, don't go finish your basement. Oh hell, but that shit done doubled in value. You got a finished basement? What? The basement got a man cave in a workout room? Oh shit. Well, rugby, it's no, yo, America is really scared right now. The powers that control this country are really uneasy right now. You see, that's why they're talking about that net neutrality with the internet, yo. In the past 2 decades, so many other countries have actually overthrown their government. Rome, who else did it? Turkey. There was like 2 other countries that actually had a coups and overthrew their governments, yo. And America doesn't want its citizens to have access to information like that. They don't show us shit like that on the news. You know why? Because they scared it may happen in this country, because some of the founding fathers said that there should be a revolution every 200 years to make sure that what has happened doesn't happen, where you slowly build up this oligarchy of power. And it's not a republic, it's not a democracy, it's fucking oligarchs that fucking run everything through their corporations. And more and more American citizens are very disenfranchised with the way things are going. And we have the internet is a two-edged sword, because it's a bunch of nonsense, but it's a tremendous tool if you use it in the right way. And now with the rise of alternative media and alternative reporting, a lot of people are just disenfranchised with the way this country is being ran, you know. And so yeah, more people don't vote. We know it's a fucking joke. Like, the way we vote is outdated. We still go on a system that was formulated when people were riding horses. You know, we have this whole electoral college thing set up. Okay, well, we were riding horses. That's why we had to elect delegates and have electoral votes and shit like that. But now communication is way more advanced, and more people can actually have an individual say so. I don't believe in global warming, and Saudi Arabia probably wasn't blocked because of the Carlyle Group does a lot of work and with Saudi Arabia, because they have oil. Yeah, of course, that's the major reason. There's Saudi Arabia's the oil mecca of the world still. And of course we're not gonna block them. Of course we're not gonna like do anything to fuck up our ties, our economic ties with one of the world's oil giants. Come on. That would be against business. You know what I'm saying? You got to see America as a corporation, not as a nation. This is a corporation, man. And America's in the money making business. You know? They make money, sell that shit for debt. They in the war business, man. You know what I'm saying? Because war makes money too. So you just gotta see the shit for what it is. You can't fuck up your money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody dumb enough to do that. Don't fuck up the money. You know what I'm saying? We'll be alright. Yeah. You know, Saudi Arabia has a. Is it Islamic countries? Whoa. Don't block my homies. That's where we get our crude oil from, bruh. They still let us buy that shit with dollars. Nobody else don't want the dollars no more. China coming up with the yuan, man. China ain't gonna give us no shit no more, man. China about to change the whole game. Why you don't believe it? There's been several ice ages before mankind ever stepped foot. Before modern man, before the industrial age. Let's start there. Before the industrial age, before we started emitting massive amounts of CO2, carbon into the atmosphere, right? There's been several ice ages, at least 3 that geologists can see clearly. So if we have had 3 ice ages, that means without us being here, the Earth has cooled off so much where our polar caps have frozen over solid. And then it warmed up so much where the polar caps damn near disappeared till we didn't have any extreme icebergs to speak of. And then the planet got cold again, and we went through another ice age. And it got warm again, and the ice age went away. And then it got cold again, and it went into another ice age. And believe it or not, this period now is us coming out of an ice age. And this is what happens when you come out of an ice age. The planet warms up, water levels rises, and we lose most of the ice at the caps. It's happened before. And if we stop our industrial machines right now, it'll happen again. Because the sun actually has a major effect on the temperature throughout the cosmos. I know it may sound odd, and most people don't like to factor in the sun. I mean, this star that we orbit around is like the center of our solar system, and it's a giant hydrogen bomb, and sometimes it goes through warm cycles and cold and cooler cycles. So if our star heats up, that shit might make our planet heat up, especially being that we're the 3rd planet from the sun. Like we're just the 3rd rock from the sun. Like, you know, like kind of close to it. And then when the sun like cools off, that shit would probably affect everything else around it too. You know, Mount St. Helens erupted. Yeah. That was a year before I was born. And do you know why it cooled the entire planet? Because it blocked the sun. It was a very, very dense cloud of dark smoke that blocked most of the sunlight. It's like putting the planet in shade, basically. And that was temporary, very temporary. Yeah. Well, yeah, so the ionosphere and ozone layer and all that, we're not, I mean, our industrial capabilities have not damaged that shit like what people are thinking. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, this is mostly pseudoscience. And our planet is going to continue to get warmer regardless. It's just a cycle that we're going through. That's I don't know. I just don't. What do they call chemtrails now? That's what I agree to say. If you wanna know what's implying they are clouds, get the fuck out of here. They've been trying to say they were clouds from day one. No, first they were like condensation trails. Okay, it's not condensation. If it's cold as fuck outside, like right now, okay, like right now, it's snowing outside. If I walk outside and I blow my breath, that's condensation. That's basically the same effect of a jet plane moving throughout colder air. You're going to see some condensation from the hot air coming out of the jet when it meets the cold air, and the water crystals or vapor or whatever crystallize, and you'll be able to see it. Okay, so if I walk down the fucking block, if I walk one block just breathing normal, you're not gonna look behind me and still see my breath like floating in the fucking air after I done walked the fucking block. You blow it out, you see it, it dissipates. That's the difference in condensation and this chem shit. These chemtrails, them shit stay in the sky for all day, for hours, until, like you say, it looks like a fucking cloud. Exactly. You watch fucking Andy Griffith show and watch the Dukes of Hazzard. Watch fucking Knight Rider and Baywatch and all that shit, yo. You won't see these fucking chemtrails in the fucking sky, yo, at all. But then start watching anything after like 2010, like even before that, like 2007, 8. You start looking in the movies and shit, and it's like you can see them shits in the skies in the movie. It's like, what the fuck is that shit? Like, what the hell was that? Like, and that's what, and this is what it is, yo. It's the geoengineering of this planet, because people know that it's getting warm. Okay. Some people aren't really adapted to survive in harsh, warm climates, especially when the atmosphere thins out and more ultraviolet radiation is able to impact directly towards the surface of the earth. Some people are just not built for that shit. And they know in the next 100 years, our weather is going to continue to change to where it's more of a tropical climate, higher sea levels, once again less poles, less polar ice, and harsher UV rays. And you're right. And this whole geoengineering is a way to stave that off. And they're saying, oh, it's climate change. It's not fucking. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, yo. Cool. Yeah, that's not the case. Motherfuckers already know it. They know it's coming. Yeah, I've been here an hour and a half and ain't even paint a damn thing yet. That's crazy. It's all good though. I'm gonna run through this jacket real quick, and I probably have to take a break after that because I'm already hungry as hell. Yo, I need to eat something.
I'm here in Vegas
Here
at a big crypto meetup, cryptocurrency. What are you learning about it? What do you think?
That cryptocurrency. Everybody talking about that shit. I ain't even gonna lie, yo. I ain't gonna lie, yo. This shit, I'm the best at this shit, yo. I'm the best at this shit, bruh. Trust me. I done seen other people. Who's that? For real? For real though? In the painting or in the music? The painting. This my man Two Scoops. I just met my homie one day, you know what I'm saying? I'm a people person, man. I ain't scared to be like, yo, hey, yo, bruh, come here, let me holler at you. Got a business card. There you go, man. Take this right here. I'm an artist. I do paintings and shit. I mean, I paint portraits. Try to be professional. You have a certain look about you, man. I want to take pictures of you. I'll pay you. No fucking money. I mean, no. I normally pay my models $20 an hour per session, and I was wondering if you would care to work with me on this art project. And then he's like, yeah, that's what's up, yo. And I was like, all right, cool, yo. Take some fucking pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? It's bang bang, son. To paint this picture, and that's all it was, yo. We the best. Yeah, so this is just somebody I met, yo. No, honestly, that's at the mall. I do remember. So, as a matter of fact, my man, he got a clothing boutique at the mall. I was swapping out some paintings. I was taking some paintings up to the shop, and my man Danny, there's a gym at the mall. He coming from the gym, so he coming down the escalator, right? He coming down. I'm going up. Now I was about to go up. He about to go down. I was like, yo, and I caned in my car, and I just told him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? The same shit. I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist. You want a model for me? And that's how I get my models, yo. Word to mother. He was like, yeah, cool, son. So I was like, got this mask and this gun, right? I want you to hold this gun. Like, he's like, yo, I don't want to take no pictures with no guns. I'm like, nah, it's just a toy gun. It's not even a real gun. He was like, no guns at all. I'm like, not even the BB gun? He was like, nah. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I just put my little BB gun back. I don't be wanting to tote shit, like some real shit around the stick. 2 black dudes with a real gun. Bruh. We going to jail if we don't go to the motherfucking cemetery first at nighttime. And he got a mask on. That's why I told him, I was like, yo, it's not real. It's a prop. He's like, yo, fuck that. I don't even want no props, son. Nah. I don't want no pictures with guns. I'm like, all right, cool. All right. You black, I understand. You know how hard it is for me to take a picture with a gun. Every time I do that shit, I be like, this shit is gonna come back to bite me in the ass. So, Mr. Prince, we have photographs of you with all this artillery. Calm down, man. It was for artistic purposes. I was showing where are the guns at? Run to my bed. The code to the safe is just don't shoot me. I ain't going out like that. My shit booby trapped with bombs anyway. It's like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. You never know. The Anarchist Cookbook. No, I had to read that. The what? The Anarchist Cookbook. The fuck is that? It's about what? It teaches you how to do. Oh, let me read that. No. Oh, it's illegal to have that book? Well, let me just borrow it for like a couple of days. I can read that shit. It's not even that thick. I can read that shit in a couple of days. Probably Xerox a couple pages out that shit. Let me see this shit. This is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, y'all ain't never read the Anarchist Cookbook? Man, look. Don't read it. It'll only get you in trouble. That book ain't for everybody, man. That book can get some people in trouble, man. Word up. Somebody read that shit, they be like, I'm about to try this shit right now. I'm like, no. That's not what it's for. You store the information away for when you really need that shit, son. Not just, I'm gonna play with this shit. Like it's a Ouija board. Get the fuck out of here. Don't do that. But we do gotta try this one, yo. We gotta try this one. We gotta try this one, and just see if that shit working. Yo, that shit works, son. Word. I see why this book illegal. I've been searching for a copy of that shit, but I'm scared to even type that shit into the internet. I'll never type that bitch in in the search for that shit ever. Fuck that. As soon as you type that shit in, somebody gonna knock at your damn door for real. Excuse me. We just did a reverse search from your server on your modem. This is your home modem, right? What were you searching? Why were you searching for this book? Oh no. I'm just hoping one day I just walk into an old ass bookstore somewhere and it's just laying there oh shit, I've been looking for that book. You know how long I've been looking for that book, son? Let me get that. The book bring back memories. Fond memories. Ooh. Man, didn't I complete this yesterday? Why did I talk so long this morning and just sit here just talking and I didn't even paint for an hour and a half? And nobody even said, hey, Trap, you've just been talking for an hour and a half. When are you going to paint? No. All of my homies just sat there and let me run my goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? And to anybody else, it's like I'm talking to myself because they don't know that I'm actually talking to you guys. So yeah. Just let him talk. He'll be alright. He'll paint later on. Paint later on? And man, the name of the show is Art and Education. The art is in. I'm gonna have to change the damn show to Education and Art. Education and a little bit of art. That's what shit. I'm trying to be the black Bob Ross, not the black Alex Jones. It's a difference. Nah. Let that nigga talk. He like to hear himself. It's amusing. I see how y'all is now. I gotta watch out for y'all mofos, man. Gotta watch out for these mofos. This ain't no filibuster. The hell is y'all thinking, man? Ah, shit. It's snowing outside. He ain't going away today. He'll be in that studio all day. Shit. You know what? I'm about to. I'm getting hungry. Fuck. I ain't gonna lie about that yet. Hungry. Ooh. I'm getting hungry. Ooh. I wrote a song about it. Like the head go. I'm getting hungry. Ooh. So I thought to myself, what's on the shelf? Some beans and franks, some ramen soup. So I thought to myself, what is up on the shelf? Some beans and franks, or some ramen soup. 'Cause I'm getting so hungry. I'm getting so hungry, I'm starting to fade away. So I thought to myself, what is up on the shelf? Some beans and franks, or some ramen. I'm sorry. My bag, nigga. Shit. My bag. Like a motherfucker just can't break out into a musical sometimes. You got my dog howling. Beans and franks, or some ramen soup. The remix. I am hungry. Hungry. Shit. I need some backup singers for that one. I gotta have backup singers. Damn, man. I should take my show to Vegas. On the Strip. Perform at one of those really nice Trump hotels. So I thought to myself, what is up on the shelf? Some beans and franks, or some ramen soup. I'm gonna have to remember those lyrics. That sounds like a hit somewhere in there. I may have to tweak the words a little bit. But that's a hit. That's a hit in there. I feel it coming. I'm gonna keep playing with that one. I thought to myself, what is up on the shelf? Some beans and franks, or some ramen soup. 'Cause I was hungry. And that might even be a metaphor for something. I'm gonna have to let me think on that for a minute. That might be a metaphor. Man, shit, bruh. Let me tell you, I should have been a writer. What the fuck I'm doing with all this paint? All I need is a keyboard, is a typewriter. All I need is a typewriter. I'll make some extraordinary shit happen. Beans and franks. That's the whole album. Y'all ain't caught that Beans and Franks album? Yo, that title track, I'm hungry. Son, he gonna end. It sounds like he talking about food, but it's not. It's about life. It's about growth. Change. See, when you take the line about Beans and Franks, It's a metaphor. Metaphorically speaking. You know? Now what is a franc? What is a franc? When you think about it, you know, it's short for Frankfurter. Okay, so what does that come from? See, that's German already. You know, so that's German, of course. History, World War II. You see, this shit go deep, man. Okay, it's levels. Now, ramen. So now we talking about oodles and noodles. Okay, who make them? Japanese people. See, this whole shit is really not what you think it is. And now where the ramens and the beans and franks at? See, he said they're up on a shelf. Not down, not in a cupboard, but they're up. So you got the Frankfurter, and see, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this shit, yo. I'm gonna stop right there. Let me just stop right there. I'm about to confuse my damn self with some. What the fuck is he talking about? Up on the shelf? What? This motherfucker this dude is losing. This dude is losing it, really. No. Y'all ain't think I was gonna pull that Frankfurter part out though. That first part that had a motherfucking lean up out of the seat like, this is about to get interesting. Where you going with this? Motherfucking lean up a little bit. Yeah, bean. Okay. Beans and Franks. Okay. Frankfurter. Okay. German. This nigga on some bullshit. I thought he was about to. You got me trapped. That bullshit. Motherfucker put me in on the bullshit. Watch out for the bullshit. I'm not with the bullshit. I wrote a song about it like the head go. Watch out for the bullshit. Yeah. I'm not with the bullshit. No. Cause a bullshitter know a bullshitter for one. A bullshitter know a bullshitter for two. And I'm not with the bullshit. I'm not with the bullshit. No. Cause a bullshitter know a bullshitter. And you can't bullshit a bullshitter. A bullshitting. Damn. That sounds like a hit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Sounds like a hit. Gotta write those lyrics down. Cause I've been a bullshitter my whole life. Motherfuckers can't bullshit me. If you if you fooled me once, shame on you. If you fool me once, you can't fool me again. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Oh damn! You almost got that one, old Bushy baby. Almost. Motherfucker can't even pull that one off right. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Dumbass motherfucker. Damn. And what I'm trying to say is, you fool me once, you can't fool me again. Bitch, you can't even get the quote right. Calm your little munchkin looking ass down. I mean, this man did try to kill my daddy. What? Bitch, this is a vendetta. What the hell? Gonna go in there, gonna smoke them out. Bitch, you ain't no cowboy. Thought we gonna smoke them out. Damn. Yo, Bush Jr., that motherfucker had some funny ass lines during his presidency, yo. That fucker had some funny ass lines. But goddamn, your boy Trump already beat him out. He ain't even been in there 2 years yet. It's about to talk about I'm a very subtle genius. What? You're a genius. Get the fuck out of here. You talking about I was elected president on my first try. I think that's pretty smart. And then Obama was like, I was elected president on my first try. And Bush was like, I was elected president on my first try. And then Clinton was like, I was elected president on my first try. Like, come on, man. What the fuck is you even saying? What are you saying? I was elected president on my first try. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. You dumbass. You a fucking dummy, bro. Got a dumbass in the White House. And I blame this fucking country. This is what the fuck y'all wanted. Y'all some goddamn morons, man. God damn. And now, what they say? Oprah gonna run for president? Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers is tripping, bro. These motherfuckers. Look, man. They ain't really want you to have Obama. And Obama wasn't even really black. And now, you think they're gonna give you a black woman president? For one, and then on top of that, man, that bitch is a damn billionaire. She don't, man, that bitch done been forgot the common struggles of the average American decades ago. That bitch so out of touch with the average person. It don't make no sense. All these motherfuckers, man, it's bullshit, man. Motherfuckers don't know what the fuck going on with normal, everyday people. Even Obama, old bitch ass, man. Like, come on, man. What the fuck y'all really thought he was gonna do? Give us our reparations? Oh, the hope and change. Yes, we can. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. He's a goddamn president. If that motherfucker don't get shot or assassinated, that means he going right along with the program. If somebody take a shot at him, then I might look at him like, oh, this dude upsetting the motherfucking the structure. Ain't nobody took no shot at Obama because he was the goddamn figurehead just like everybody else, man. They taught you that shit with JFK, man. JFK tried to upset the system. JFK tried to upset the system and shit. Pop, pop, pop. 2 to the dome. They say Lee Harvey did it. Oh, so they grab him up and shoot him down in public on camera, right? Before he even go to the jail. Kill his ass. Oh, then the man who killed Harvey, oh, they lock him up for killing Harvey, and then they kill him in jail. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, boy. But ain't nobody took no shot at Obama. Get the fuck out of here, man. Motherfucker, stooge. One of the great stooges. And then you get all these little posters and shit. Be having Malcolm X and Dr. King and Obama. What the fuck Obama got to do with any of these motherfuckers, man? Yo, how he even get placed in that same category? Oh, he's the first black president. No, he's not. He's not. The dude is mulatto. The dude is mulatto. He's not black. For one. If you want to be technical like everything else, motherfuckers want to be all technical about his birth certificate and all this other shit. If he was born in Kenya, or if he was born in the U.S., Hawaii, or wherever the fuck they say he was born at, man, you want to be that technical about that shit? Well, technically, he not black. Let's get technical about that shit, too. Y'all want to keep saying, oh, the first black president. No, he's not. No. Now, Denzel Washington, he can be the first black president. And goddamn Tariq Nasheed, he can be the first black president. Kwame Ture could have been the first black president. It could have been a lot of first black presidents. But there wasn't. We still have not had a black president in this country. And then on top of that, he wasn't even the first mulatto president. One of Abraham Lincoln's parents was black. And one of fucking Eisenhower's parents were black. So Obama couldn't even make the record as being the first mulatto president. Real conspiracies. Real Conspiracy Channel. 1 million subscribers. 1.4 million subscribers. How dangerous is Facebook? The mysterious death of Alexander the Great. Yeah, because he was poisoned or something, right? The Lost City of Atlantis. The Conspiracy Files. Was Vietnam based on a lie? Of course it was. 10 greatest conspiracies of 2017. Will the Large Hadron Collider summon God? I doubt it. That's that shit they have. That's that CERN machine. What are the Phoenix Lights? Oh, I've seen that story. Is Krampus real? Oh, Krampus is the little fucking devils. Instead of elves, the devils, they look like devils or something over there in like Norway and all. Is it Norway? And they got Black Pete, the Krampuses and Black Pete. Did dinosaurs build the pyramids? Wow. The War on Christmas, the Conspiracy Files. The War on Christmas? Get the fuck out of here. 10 mysterious lost civilizations. The Majestic 12, the Conspiracy Files. I wonder, what is this Majestic 12? I think I've heard about this.
Hello and welcome to All Time Conspiracies. In 1984, 3 leaked documents revealed the existence of a top-secret group called the Majestic 12. It was formed for the sole purpose of studying alien technology found by the government. These documents were leaked to UFO researcher Jamie Chandera in 1984, who released them to the public in 1987. The FBI have officially debunked the files and labeled them as forgeries. But if they were real, would the government want you to know they covered up alien technology?
So this one's interesting, Robin, because the FBI have officially debunked these files. They've said that they're fakes. But then again, of course they would say that, wouldn't they? So I think it's time that we go through the Majestic 12 documents and decide if they're real or fake. It's time to open the conspiracy files.
I've never heard this right here. So somebody said they had files that were real. They released them, and the FBI was like, no. Those are fake.
The first two documents we'll be
forgeries.
discussing were anonymously sent to UFO researcher Jamie Shandera in December 1984 in a package with no return address. Inside was a roll of 35 documents that contained the following government pages. The first document was supposedly written by President Harry Truman to the Secretary of Defense, James Forrestal, on September 24, 1947. The document's classification is top secret, eyes only. He writes, "As per our recent conversation on this matter, you are hereby authorized to proceed with all due speed and caution upon your undertaking. Hereafter, this matter shall be referred to only as Operation Majestic 12. The document ends by saying the only people who should be consulted about this operation should be the President, the Secretary of Defense, the Director of the CIA, and a Dr. Vannevar Bush, who during the war had headed the Department of Scientific Research and Development and had also worked on the Manhattan Project." So the first thing I'd like to point out to you, Robin, with this evidence, is that James Forrestal and Vannevar Bush are supposed members of this group, the Majestic 12.
Yeah.
And on the day, September 24th, 1947, the official records show that Truman, Vannevar Bush, and Forrestal did meet.
Yeah.
That's in the official record, separate to this document. So I think that adds evidence that this could be real.
No.
Wow. All right. I'm already past 2 hours.
Okay, we've all heard about the Falcon 9 SpaceX launch and all of that and the strange anomaly in the sky. What I want to talk about, well, first of all, you guys know kind of what I do is I gather together puzzle pieces from everybody instead of just taking like my own ideas or one person's ideas or a great book or something. I try to gather up everything that I've heard from all these different and oftentimes opposing viewpoints and take all those puzzle pieces and put them all in one place. So this is far from all the puzzle pieces, but this is several puzzle pieces about the anomalies surrounding this event. Okay, so first, one of the things were these orbs. Like, is this some sort of technology that, you know how we always talk about the quantum technologies and the, you know, CERN and the opening of these dimensions and the thinning of the veil and all that? Well, surrounding this SpaceX launch, if that's what it is, and we all know, you guys save it, please save it. I've heard the official narrative. We've all heard the press release. Now, the thing is that there are several people in society that can think outside of the boob tube. So just because there is an official narrative released and broadcast to us from this network all around us, don't act like we're too stupid to watch the boob tube. We know the official narrative. Here, we want to talk about things that go beyond, you know, we want to think outside of the box. We want to talk about things that go beyond the press release. So the things I want to point out here, one of them are these orbs, these plasma type orbs that were seen from all sides. This was taped on all sides. So this just shows one. You'll see it going up right here through here. But there were objects reported all around it. And I'm not talking about the objects inside it. Those we'll talk about in a minute as well. Okay, now look back here towards the tail. See this going up? Okay, now see this kind of reminds me here when it starts spinning of the Norway spiral, which Russia had said was a rocket out of control. But then the press release on this says that the reentry rocket was reclaimed. So here's just a few seconds of that Norway spiral, and I'm just going to throw it in there. You know, the official narrative on this was Russia was a failed missile, and it spun around, and that's what created that effect. But notice the color and the teardrop sperm-looking shape of it, and then this ball of light in the middle of this technology. So I thought I'd just throw it in a pile of puzzle pieces with these things we're seeing in the sky. At least technologically, they may be related, even if they are just missile launches. That looks like blue beam to me. Looks like it's coming from the ground. Okay, now here's a few second clip from Richie from Boston, and he points out.
Have you guys ever seen those
and you'll see
trails like that from these unidentified crafts? I didn't know that. Now they're saying the latest sighting was actually a Tesla or one of the SpaceX.
We've seen these
rockets
things before.
I've seen them.
However they produce these.
Somebody was like, "Oh, it's Goku."
This happened directly after the winter solstice, and if you look at this thing right there, it looks exactly like an angel. Watch this. You see what I'm saying? Exactly like an angel.
Okay, now when Richie said that about the angel in the center, it sparked a thought in my mind about these ancient Nephilim races, and this is the fresco from the 1300s. Crucifixion fresco, and it clearly shows these interdimensionals, we call them Nephilims or hybrids or whatever, but these interdimensionals in these teardrop shaped lights or teardrop shaped crafts, we don't really know. But yeah, in the nucleus or in the head here where that light is, you can see that these are actually depicted as people, forms, some sort of entities inside these crafts that are flying through the sky. Okay, you can clearly see here the same type of phenomenon in the sky long before rocketry. In 1937 over Vancouver City Hall. Let's go back and see if I can find the article. Yeah, so here you can kind of see, so like there's the original picture. And you can see it's very similar to what they are saying now is a rocket test, but this was clearly before rocketry. It was clearly before Elon Musk or SpaceX or Falcon 9 in 1937. He wasn't even born yet. So, I don't know. We were already seeing this type of thing in the skies. Is it the back engineering that we've heard so much about, that the people in the know are so far ahead of us and they're back engineering these sort of UFO technologies from these interdimensionals? Is that what we're seeing? I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk did break the time-space continuum. Maybe he went back to 1937 and launched Falcon 9. I'm joking, seriously. But we don't know what's going on, but something clearly is going on, that these types of technologies predate, where we're at, where humanity is at with this type of thing. So they just called this a UFO, an unidentified flying object back then. Now we call it an identified flying object. It was Falcon 9. So it's interesting to think about anyway. Okay, here are a few more interesting things surrounding this that don't seem to have anything to do with interdimensional or quantum technologies or plasma technologies or anything like that. There seems to be, this clip right here is from a test where obviously something very similar, the same shape and everything, technology was deployed in 2015. What's interesting about this, that many people have pointed out about this rocket test,
I've seen
they're
that
testing
before.
Rockets that have to reach Mars. Why are they always running parallel with the Earth, forever and ever? Like, why aren't they shooting them up in the air to see, how they would perform with that sort of trajectory? But instead, they seem to move directly across the Earth. Here you can see the date. This is years ago, I think 2015. When it was deployed before, and you can Google it and see what.
I think that's probably the first one I've seen right there too. Like a couple years ago, somebody told me, "Oh, look, it's Goku flying across California or something."
About launches in other countries at the same time.
So that was a video I took myself. That was not far from where we live, and it was truly a sky spectacle. But again, it was just a random SpaceX launch. Not a big deal, right? Well, did you guys know that prior to that launch? And I'm talking just prior to that launch, 1 minute before what I just showed you, and I saw here in Southeast Phoenix at 6:33 p.m. At 5:30 Pacific time is when this actually launched from California, so they say. Japan launched a rocket 1 minute prior to the launch out of California that I saw over here in Southeast Phoenix. This rocket was launched into space or lower orbit, wherever they say it's going to go, to the southeast, just like the rocket that flew over my house to the southeast. This was launched 1 minute prior to the rocket that was seen over LA and Southeast Phoenix on December 22nd.
Now, this is actual footage of what was taped over Russia at the exact same time. Well, not the exact same time.
And there's one over Dubai one time.
Of the Japan and the
There is
US.
some UFO
there
sightings
were
that
five
I've
different
seen that
events
you really
in other
just can't explain those shits away. Some of them you can be like, yo, that shit is so edited, it don't make any sense. It looks such like a fucking
It
hoax.
looks a lot like.
But there are some of them that are like, what the fuck is
So
that?
that's curious. Now, this is official NASA footage from 1996. This is the STS-80 Space Shuttle Columbia mission. And oddly enough, see, you can see the same sperm-shaped crafts materializing and going. Anyway, what I think is interesting about this is, again, it was the same time of year. I don't know if I pointed that out about the 1937 clip over Vancouver.
Let me turn some of this stuff off and get out of here. I need to go eat. Go eat. So I can skeet, and then go to sleep. Today is my last day off. Shit. I got work in the morning. Fuck. Yeah, I got that one in there. So I got 2 underpaintings started. So now, while these 2 underpaintings are drying, I can go back to working on the last painting I started. So this needs to dry. Come on. Yeah, so that's drying. And this one will be drying as well. Oh, shit. Now I can go back to working on this one. And hopefully in the next week or so I'll be able to get this one done. And then I'll move on to one of those other ones I just started. And I did start another new painting too. So this is gonna be nice when it's done. Alright, guys. I'll go grab me some lunch. What time is it? It's 11:16. It's close enough. Shit, I ain't ate no breakfast, so I'm about to go eat and play some video games. Yo, thanks for everybody coming through, checking me out, chilling with me, my man Art in the Dark. Yo, I can't wait to see this thing that you're gonna be a part of, man. You gotta send me a link or a clip or something of that shit so I can see in action, talking about that passion with them cars. Yes, sir. And everybody else, man, sure appreciate you guys coming through, man. If you are a new viewer, hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. See y'all next time. Peace. I'm out of here.